Yeah, we're live. Give people a few minutes to start joining, and then I'll go ahead and get going. All right. Well, previously on the last live stream, we went ahead and did the extruder. I got that finished up, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the Z column. Let me go ahead and launch that instruction. Let's see here. Okay, let me go ahead and go down here. Okay, as you can see, I've already kind of sorted out all those printed parts. One of these parts has changed, so I'm going to have to go ahead and reprint that. It looks like the, what's it called? The Z cable holder or the Z cable guide has changed. If you can see this, let me go ahead and do kind of a closer look. So this piece has changed. That is actually now this piece here. So I'll go ahead and reprint that. But it looks like we can go ahead and move on without it, so I'm going to go ahead and do that anyway. Come on. Okay, so let's move on. We got our printed parts. Installation, assembling the left Z-joint plane. So the parts we'll need are going to be machine screws. These are flathead cap screws, M3x18. So let's take a look here. It's got to be in the hardware kit. Machine screws, washers, button heads. Let's see. Let's take a look here now. No, machine screws, flathead, M3x6. Nope. It's not them, not them, not them. Take a look, heat set inserts. Machine screws, M2.5, no, M3x18. They're going to be long. Those aren't them. 3x8. Nope. They're going to be flatheads too, so let's take a look. Okay. Machine screws, flathead cap screws, 3x18. We're going to need 2 of those, so let's grab 2 of those. Those down there. We're going to need some nylock nuts, some M3 nylock nuts, it looks like. Let's see. Those are not nylocked. Those aren't them. X nuts. Nope, nope, nope. Certainly are a lot of little bags, I'll tell you that. Rubber foot, silicone strip, spring. Spring. Okay. Let's go back through the stuff we've already gone through then. M3 nylock. We're going to need 2 of those. Let's also look for the M3 hex nut. Found those. We're going to need 2 of those. And the Z-joint plate. Let's see. I know the idlers they've got to be in a different box. So I'll look in those. Come on. Okay, so let's find the idlers. Did not see the idlers in there. Let's look in here. Idler block, Z-drive kit. Let's take a look. I think this is actually for the Z-drive assembly and not the actual rail here, but let's see. Planetary gearbox. Nope. Nope. Bearings. Nope. Z drive kit. No, it's not in there. I think we're going to need this later. There's the idler block, so I'm going to keep that out. And then these are belts. All right. Well, let's look in the other boxes, I guess. That. Let's see here. I doubt it's in the motor box, but it doesn't hurt to take a look. Looks like we got some clips in the motors. Nope. Let's see. Doubt it is going to be in electronics either. You never know. DC jack, PCB. Very nice setup here, you guys. Let's see. Breakout board, PCBs, fans. Nope. Okay. Let's move on. Come on. I doubt these are in the, they're not in the extruder kit. It's got to be in the case then. Let's take a look. Let's take a look in the case. All right. So, like you'd probably seen the first time, this is the bed. Let's see, touchscreen controller. Come on. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, let's see, power supply. Pretty sure we're going to need that Z column at some point. I'm going to leave that out. Let's see. Hot end nozzle. Okay, what is this? Set screw. There's got to be more than that. This is all the bed stuff, it looks like. Go ahead and put that back. Okay. Set screw with pre-applied thread locker. Here are all the pulleys. Oof. Okay. Let's see. 6mm idler pulleys. Let's. Oh. 22. 4 6mm idler. So they're in there. Let's just take a look. Let's move the case back away. Let's get these out. Okay. Okay, so we know they're obviously not toothed. And all these short guys here are 3mm. It's gotta be these 4 6mm idler pulleys, and we need 2 of them. So 6 by 10, I just want to make sure. So 6, yeah, 10, yeah. Need 2 of those, okay. Oh. Okay. Go ahead and wrap those back up. Don't believe we'll need those, the remainder of those anytime soon here. Put that back where we got it. I don't want to lose that set screw. Come on. There we go. All right. Okay, and what else do we need? So we have the machine screws, we got the nylock, the idlers, the hex nut, the Z-joint plate. One of those. That's going to be in the box. All right, let's pull this back up. This looks like the one. C-joint plate. Okay. All right then. So we've got it placed just like they're drawing there. Insert 2 M3x18 flathead cap screws into the holes on the left Z-joint plate. Okay, looks like we've got 2 countersunk holes for just that purpose, so let's go ahead and put those in. You can't see, just like that. Hold those in with my fingers. Let's see, let's flip over to, let's do HDMI plus table. Okay. Thread an M3 hex nut and a 6mm idler through each screw on the opposite side of the plate. Ensure the hex nuts are tight and snug against the plate so that the 2 screws are rigidly secured. So, should be pretty straightforward. Sounds like my dog might want in the room here. Let me take a second to go see if he's hanging out outside real quick. Actually, give me 1 sec. Hey, dude. Oh, guess not. Okay, let's pick up. Let me put the hex nut there. Okay. Go ahead and hit these with their little wrench to hold this while I tighten this. Not big enough. What about you? Yep. Okay, those are tight. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Sure the hex nuts are tight and against the plate, so 2 screws are originally secured. I do see the dowel pin. Okay, what are we talking about here? No, don't do that. Come on. Come on. Straightforward. Yeah. Let's do the table here. Okay. The idler's on here. Okay. Okay. HDMI plus table. There we go. Let's see. Okay. Straightforward. Now the instructions show to put the nylock nut in so that the kind of smaller section of it is away. I'm considering inverting that so that it hits the inner race instead of potentially fouling on the actual idler. Let me get a little. I have a little wrench just for stuff like that too. So I've got this little RC wrench that I got with that E3D hot end. Yeah, I'm gonna invert those. I think I'm gonna. I don't want the edges of this hex nut to foul on that. I don't think. Maybe not. Maybe I can't get them on. Yeah, we'll just follow the instructions then. Get those on there. You on there? I want you to, there we are. Okay. It looks like I won't need that. Make sure they're not overly tightened, it says. I also don't want any play in it though either. Put a little bit more. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, we don't need that. Good table here. Yeah, just tighten this guy up here. Oh, see, that was too tight. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's loosen. Yeah, let's go in between. Still a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that's it for that. Let's go back over to the instructions here. Now, yes. Z idler latch. Okay, I have these parts. We have this. We have this. We need a ball bearing and a spring. Okay, back to the table here. I know I saw the springs at the bottom of this thing. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of digging here. We need 7.5 by 10. There we go. Now, to find the ball bearing. I'm going to move that linear rail actually for now. Steel ball. 6 mil, 2 pieces. I need one of these. Okay. So the instructions say, let's see here, table. Insert the 6 mil ball bearing into the hole of the latch. Let it fall to the hole so that it slightly protrudes from the end of the latch. Straightforward. The reason I'm not putting everything away is because I didn't want this ball bearing to roll away. So, okay. So that's easy. We'll just put that in the hole. I'm going to have to push it in. Seems like it might be a little bit of a tight fit. Is it supposed to be tight there and just loosen up a little bit later? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No latch. This provides a spring force. Insert the spring in the hole. This provides the force that keeps the ball protruding outwards. Okay. That's the spring. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Let's see, can I just, hopefully I don't send this thing flying. Okay. Okay. Plug the hole with the latch plug. There should be enough friction to keep the plug fixed in place. You may choose to use some super glue for further security. However, make sure the glue does not seep into the spring or the bearing. Here's a transparent perspective for your reference. Oh, don't do that. Let's see. Okay. Let's look at this thing here. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. I see what we're doing here. Let's see if I can advance that. Let's go back to table here. Okay, so the point is, looks like maybe we have a little space to get a screwdriver in there to depress the spring, kind of on the back of this, and then this guy should go in just like this. Just like that. Push it in. I don't think I'm going to need to use super glue. That's actually pretty tight. And get back to the instructions here. Test this out just by depressing it. Should spring back. Looks like it does. Yeah, we're good. All right, prepare the Z sliding idler block is next on the list here. Let's do this. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do now. I've already got the Z sliding idler block from earlier, as you can see. Remember when we left it out? Let's do that. Let's see what else we need. The nylock nuts again. Do we need hex nuts? We do need hex nuts. Kind of a similar setup. Okay. Kind of the same stack here. Same idler even. Okay, I'll have to go back and get one of those too. Okay, let's get these parts. This guy here. Let's see. Foot. Okay, where were those nylock nuts at now? Where are you? There you are. Nylock nuts. How many of those did I need? One. Okay, one. I also needed another one of those flathead cap screws by 18, 3 by 18. Those were not in here. You gotta be out here. Are those in? No. 2.5 by 20. Too long. Sockets. 3 by 18. How many of those? Just one, right? Yep. And then the idler, we should be able to continue. All right. And clean up a little bit. Let's scooch that over. Okay. And the idler. All right, back to that original tiny box with the idlers. At least we know they're bigger guys, so boop. There you go. Okay. Let's that up. Okay. Got all these things. So we got the Z sliding idler block. Insert an M3 by 18 flathead cap screw into the hole of the Z sliding idler block. Okay. I believe this says CNC. Yeah. Okay. And you might see there's also a countersink on it. So that's the way we'll put that screw in. Like that. Maybe not. There we go. Cool. Okay, so we'll just kind of follow the pictures, or the instructions rather, and M3 hex nut. Same situation. Same deal as last time. I'll tighten this up with the wrench and that driver here. Just like that. Put this guy on. put the nylock on. Not too tight, but also not play. A little bit of play. Yep, we are good there. That's it for those pieces. All right, and let's move on. Prepare the carriage block. Okay, we got this tool here, printed tool. Bed carriage block, CNC, and the bed breakout PCB. Well, I know the electronics are going to be in the electronics box, so let's do that. Bed breakout PCB. Easy. Get that guy. Got some connectors on it. Okay, bed carriage block. What do you look like? What if you've got some grips on you? Let's kind of move the parts over. We'll get the case out again. Okay, there we are. Okay, this looks like it. Let's see. Oh, come on. This is supposedly a known issue with this website too, so let's try it again. Oh, come on. All right, well, I'm going to trust that's the right part. It looks like it. It's in there tight. Come on. Yeah, that looks like it. All right, and we need some machine screws. Flathead cap screws and 2.5 by 6. So we're going back here. They're going to be short guys too. Wafer head. Your flathead can be little flathead screws, so certainly three, not the right kind, and 2.5 by 6. We need 2 of these. Looks like we're going to end up using a lot of those. Okay, we have everything we need for this step. Let's get that out of the way. PCB, block, tool. Okay, combine the bed carriage block, bed breakout PCB, and printed edge connector alignment tool. Okay. It looks like it gets oriented this way. This goes like this into here. And then the PCB looks like it goes there. Yeah? Oh, you didn't call that out. Need the printed PCB spacer too, which was one of the other parts. Okay. So let's see. Use to secure the PCB onto the bed carriage block. You want a flathead? I don't know about that. How come you didn't do pan heads on that? All right, well, that's the instructions, so let's do it. Here, we'll go ahead and put those both in there. Maybe. Come on. Nicely threaded. I could see why. I suppose. Keep those centered nicely. We're not going to crank these down. We're just going to touch it. Give it a little bit of extra and we should be good. Okay, and the PCB spacer. Let's see, how do you go on? I'm going to need to go get a piece of tape too. I don't have tape in here. Like this. I see. Okay. I don't know if we really needed a jig for that. But either way, give me 1 sec. I'm going to go grab a piece of tape. Or actually, I do have tape in here. Dog hair on it though. Probably a little too big too, so I'll grab a pair of scissors. A little, what's here? Okay. All right. Let's move on. Load T-nuts. Okay, what do we need? The extrusion and the rolling nuts. So I got the extrusion already. There we go. And the rolling nuts, I know I've seen in the hardware kit. So let's, pretty sure they were at the bottom. Rolling T-nuts. And 3. 7, okay. Two, 4, 6, 7. All right. Okay, so the picture here, let's see if we can get this picture to show up. Nope. Let's try a refresh on this. I hear that a refresh gets the pictures to load. Try this again. Nope. Okay. Either way, looking at it, it looks kind of like it doesn't matter. It looks like, can't tell if this really matters about the hole spacings or. Let's try to download this picture. Maybe we can just do one of these guys. Okay, well, we'll orient the holes that way. So just these actually fit in here. Yeah, not excited about the way those actually are going in though. There we go. They're definitely finicky. I do like how that these have a spring on them, a spring-loaded, like a spring-loaded ball here. Let's see. That keeps them in place, so you don't have to worry about them kind of moving around. There we go. Get closer on this. Probably not the way to do it. Probably not the way to do it. Probably meant to go from the other side, but still got it. All right, let's flip over to that view. We will move on. Install the linear rail. Okay, so there's something here that I'm going to do that is not in the instructions. Oh, it is in there actually. Grease the linear rail beforehand. Okay. And the alignment jigs, so. Okay, we need a bunch of those. Some thumb screw. What does the thumb screw look like? I wonder if that's in the box or where that's at. It's listed as a CNC part. That's not it, is it? It's a really big thumb screw. Very, very possible, though. Oh, come on. I have to download it then, too, and just look at it. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay. We'll get it out of the box. Not from underneath. Okay, maybe we can still give it a little push from the bottom. That is a hefty thumb screw. What's down here? Feels like, oh, bottom plate. Got it. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Kill that. Okay, so I understand thumb screw linear rail. I need the machine screws, socket head cap screws, 3x8. 7 of them. Okay. Excellent. Those are button head. Socket head cap screws. Are you rotating the source on me again? Give me one sec, I can fix that. There we go. Now you're seeing what I see. Let me just double check all these real quick then. Oh man. Sorry about that. Okay. And then my straight table one, you good. Table me, hey, how's it going? And then my HDMI source in the table. Okay, we're good. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Machine screws, socket head cap screws, 3x8. We need 7 of them. 2, 4, 6. One more. 7. Okay. Okay. Now the greasing of the linear rail. Not excited to do. It's always kind of risky. You know, if you take the carriage off, you may lose balls. We're going to try and be very careful and pack some grease in there and see what we can do. I do think I'm going to put a piece of cloth down, just so that they don't, you know, if they do come loose, they don't bounce and roll away. So give me 1 second to kind of straighten a few items up. There we go. Okay, so I've got a microfiber cloth here that I like to use for stuff like this. And what I'll generally do is I'll do it upside down and very carefully and I like usually keep everything oriented the same. So let me switch you over to table view here. Move this. Okay. So first, I'll go ahead and remove one of these stoppers. Flip it over, and then very carefully try and pull this off. You can see super carefully. And now what I have here is a mini grease gun. This is actually something that I got off of a suggestion on a tweet from LDO Moses, as well as Nero 3DP. Filled with Mobilux EP2, which is a recommended grease for a lot of linear rails. So I think I'm just going to end up squirting it there. Maybe using a tool like a toothpick or X-Acto knife to advance the balls, apply a little bit more, and then gently push this back on. So let's see. I'd like to lift this up so you could see it, but I really don't want to give it much room for these to fall and bounce around. Let me see if I can zoom in real quick though here. Give me one sec. Hopefully it doesn't go into a weird digital zoom. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of panning. Can we pan? No. Okay. Here, we'll just scoot things forward a little bit. Or backwards. Yeah, I don't really like doing that. Okay. Great. Okay. Okay, so let me kind of purge some of the grease from the tip of this here. This is just a kind of a pump duder. Just like that. Try to keep that from going everywhere. I'll probably have to rub that around with my fingers. Come on, I know you're... I know it's primed, but might need a little bit more priming. Here we go. Okay, so can be very, very gentle with this. Get rid of some of the excess. And I'm going to use a toothpick to just advance the balls very gently, probably one at a time. See that one came out. See, they want to come out. I do not enjoy this part. See, it's on my finger. I'm not enjoying doing these. This may be a situation where I just need to place it back on the rail and run it back up and down the rail a little bit. Put too much on there. I'll use a Q-tip to get rid of some of the excess everywhere else I don't want it. Kind of clean that off. Rotate it back the way it came off. And then we will gently try to put this back on. And as you can see, balls kind of want to come out of the track. Be careful to make sure they all get back where they need to go. Don't push too hard. If you need to back out, place some back. That's why I generally am not a fan of taking whales apart and greasing them. That one keeps coming out over there on that side. Hopefully not seeing the top of my head here. There we go. No ball stuck to the end, none on the table here. Run it around a little bit. I think we're good. Wipe off any excess here. Just kind of on the surfaces that I'm touching. All right, immediately put that stopper back on too. Kind of clean this up. All right. That part always makes me nervous. Let's get you back out here. Let's see. Let's back up a little bit. Okay. All right, let's continue on. We are going to go this. Okay, so it's going to be put the linear rail on top of the extrusion, align with the preloaded nuts with the holes on the linear rail. Remember to grease, use the alignment jigs. Install it, but leave the loose to adjust. There should be no screw in the first and last. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Alignment jigs. I can probably take my cloth away now. All right. So I'm going to actually move, since no screws go in the end, just a reminder, and I don't want those falling out. So we're going to kind of gauge where these go here. Like we can kind of adjust these, kind of like this. Just like that. With that screw. Okay, just like this. So we should be able to pretty much just go down the line here. Let's see. There we are. Do it loosely. You can always tweak it around to line up the holes, and then when you move it, the next one will line up. If you're gonna do this, just make sure that the screw heads are beneath the top of the rail so you can move the block over it. And you get them pretty close. You can usually reach in there with a hex wrench and get them. Come on. There you are. Okay. Well, I said I was going to end at 10, but I'm probably going to end up going until this piece is done. Okay, let's use the alignment jig here. Okay, so I know these were printed. I don't think it's going to matter, but they were printed kind of in the same orientation. So, just like that. Okay. Where did this go? If you put the linear rail on top of the extrusion and align the preloaded nuts with the holes of the linear rail and reduce the linear rail beforehand, use the alignment jigs to help you position the linear rail, install in 3x8 socket cap screws, and leave them slightly loose in order to adjust them later on. There should be no screw in the first and last hole, yes. Insert the M6x23 thumb screw in the first large hole to help position the linear rail and extrusion. So, are we talking about just to align? It's definitely not threaded. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna move this guy just to keep that a little straight. Oh, I guess. All right. Straighten or tighten from the middle outwards. That's not the one. Where'd you go? See you? Do these a little extra tight. Yep. Yep. A little that. Last one. All right. Install the bed carriage block. So, looks like there's still. Oh, I see why you would do that with tape so that I'm going to do that slightly weird. I'm not going to include the tape there. Tape feels a little bit hacky to me. I'm going to do one of these things. So we need to find M3x12 socket head cap screws. 4 of them. Washer, machine. 25. We need M3x12. M3x12 socket head cap screws. We need 4 of these. Okay, let's bring this back. What are you? Doesn't feel like you're threading into anything. Are we sure these are M3x12? I mean, I know these are, but should these be? Doesn't feel like that's threading into anything. That is really, really close, guys. That almost feels as though that's like barely enough bite. How deep are those holes? Well, we'll try it. We're gonna take that out for now. That really doesn't feel like that's lining up. And I just dropped one of those screws. So. There it is. Maybe I need the jig on this, guys. I'm gonna have to do one of these situations here. I don't think the jig lines it up with this unless I had it on upside down. I don't think I did though. It was like this. Watch. little bit of room to move, I guess. Okay, so you have to pay attention to it, really. My bad. All right. There we go. Yeah. We do opposite corners. There we are. And something. Take this off now. That's pretty cool. I'm going to tighten this a little bit better. I'll just put this back in line to, follow the instructions. Okay, let's take a look at the instructions actually. This is installed a V-belt retaining block. Okay, so we need a V-belt retaining block. I didn't call that out in the parts needed, but I understand. As well as some shin screws, button head cap screws, and 2.5 by 14. Go back to it. Here's the V-belt retaining block. And let's find those screws. And button heads. And 2.5 by 6. No. No. Button heads. Those are 4. And 3. No. Washers, other socket, button head, silicone, wafer, zip ties, flat heads, Capricorn. Look for flat heads, and 2.5 by 14. So like this, but shorter. Come on, you're gonna be at the end here? Did I miss it? Oh, the button heads, sorry. Okay, let's start it over. Let's do them in the beginning then. Button heads, and 2.5 by 14. These, good, these don't thread on the plastic. We need 2 of these. Okay. Put all this up. Here. Okay. Okay. Connection the V-belt retaining block to the left side of the deck carriage in line with the holes here with the M2.5 button head screw. So there's the left, there's this loop like that. This should look like a small LDO screwdriver, yes. A little tight, so close. And just make sure these screws are going to go through this hole first. Yeah, that should be good. tight. I don't think I have a reamer that small. Let's clean them up. Alright, it's on the top of my head. Those are engaging. Yep, they feel good. We're going to clean up excess grease. Cool. Alright, let's move on. Installing the Z-slider block. Yes. Okay. Let's gather the parts. These are M4. We need an M4 hex nut. M4 by 10. Button head captured. So we got one of those. M4 by 10. M4 hex nut. We defined. And the springs. Okay. Take a look. I think the springs, they were at the bottom. What's that spring? Oh, is that a long one? 0.7 by 5 by 50. That's you. Okay, so what are we doing with this? Interesting. Okay, so put them in for X nut in there and that screw and make it about 6 millimeters to center from the end. And we can make that pretty dang close if we want. Your calipers will get it close. 66. Move that. Keep that guy out of the way. Stick that in there. Oh, sorry, M4 nut. Put that in there like that. We can get some estimation here. Pretty close. Fine. Move that. What are we doing? And now we need the idler latch. Align the M4 hex nut and the hole of the printed V idler latch here with an M4 by 10 button head. Insert the sliding idler block into the extrusion. I see what we're doing, okay. But is that big enough for that? If not, what about you? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do something like this. I'm gonna have to ream that guy out a little bit with an M4. Just get him a little. That's right. I know that'll loosen up over time. Okay. That's that. And I didn't say tighten it down per se. Then just attach. I'm sure there's some adjustment that goes here. And the idler block into the extrusion. So that's this guy. Oh, don't do that. Come on, no right click. Yeah, that's what we've got. That's it for this guy. And that's it. It's just gonna sit there. Yeah. Want a bigger shot of this here. Yeah. Okay. Let's get the take these off now. I don't know if I really want to. Yeah. Okay. And now we are gonna loosen this, slide that whole thing just so it's there, and we will tweak it when we need to. Install the V-topper. Okay. So here's the V-topper. Let's see, we need a heat set insert and 3 by 4 by 5. And I know they're in here. Machine. Look for brass here. 2.5. And 3 by 6.5. That's none of it. And 3 by 4 by 5. These guys. 3 by 4 by 5. I've already got my soldering iron heated up with the tip, with a heat set tip. I think this might be the only one during this assembly that gets installed, so why not? One thing that I do like to do, let me grab a screw. I like to use a screw to kind of make sure the heat set insert is flush after installing it. You have a little bit of time when it's still hot to kind of adjust it. So let's see if we can do that. Let's get the picture out of the table. So it's going to go in that hole. And what I'll do is just heat one of these up, put it in there, and then use the screw to kind of push the head down a little bit. We'll go and see. It may not be the best shot for you guys, but kind of the camera angles that I have. Wait. Now, I didn't take out more than one, or did I? Is that the same? Did I just grab more than one? Pretty sure I did. Okay, try it again. Put that in there. And let's show you the fly this. That stuck. Okay. Not excited about that. Yeah, not really. Well, maybe. I wonder if I can still advance it with the speed head. I think we can still save that. I really don't want to save these, but I'm just going to heat it up with the soldering iron tip and then use the speed head to push it in again. I'm pretty excited about that thing. That's gonna work. Now we do that. Getting a little bit further. It's a little bit proud. Not all right. Focus. Yeah. Okay. And we need 23x12 socket head cap screw. I don't think we need this anymore. And 3x12 socket head cap screw. Easy to find. Boop. And that's gone. Put those in the box. Okay. And we're going to do the seat set. We're going to position the socket to the linear rail and steer. I see what happened. Okay, okay. So this is going to go like this. And then the screw is going to go through that end piece. Probably shouldn't have had us line those up yet then. It looks like we might need to adjust a little bit there. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop this out for a large bit. I'm going to use this. Actually, maybe not. Yeah, it looks like maybe I need to shift this down a little bit to get that to engage, but that's fine. We can do that. A little tight. Oh. Very, very close. This is supposed to be a gap guy. So that's good. Yeah. Okay. Gonna have to tighten those screws back down, but I think we'll be good. Okay. Start from the middle again. Pretty much locked into place now. Okay. Moving on. Here's what instructions look like. This is the left V-joint plate. Let's take these screws away. Don't need those anymore. Also don't need the rubber stoppers, but I'm probably going to keep them in case I need to do anything with these rails. I also am going to tweak this just slightly so there's a little bit of tension on this guy. Something like that. And it's good so far. We need more M4 hexagon and some more M4 glues. Alright, let's go back to the table here. Let's see. Okay, M4 hex nut and 3 of these, and M4 by 10 button heads. You can see them right there. Three of those two. Okay. I'm gonna do. I can see anything but this, so you guys can see that too. It's just a second. Just 1 second. I know this is kind of on the fly stuff, but Just a minute, let me get a better view. Okay, maybe that'll help. Sorry about that. This time's sure no problems, you know. Okay, so you're going to preload the nuts into the extrusion. Align the holes. That's installed. Align the holes of the right Z-joint plate. Alright. Isn't that called the left Z-joint plate earlier? That's well, okay, so in either case. Put these two guys in here. Whoop. Maybe that, like that. This is to go on like this. Doesn't say anything about where to attach it. I'm guessing it's flush with the end. I'm going to do one of these situations. I'm just going to line it up. Line it up the best I can. Do one of these situations. Get it started. And lay it down. Move to the next screw. Get it started. Get it started. Very nice. And let's see, make sure it's all nice and flush with the end here. Flush with the other side too. Tighten it down. All right. Move on. We are going to do the next step. Well, we're going to actually skip this step. The bed cable guide is the part that's changed, so mine's a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and reprint that and we'll come back around to it. Let's see. The next step is going to be... Oh, man. I'll probably have to undo it just to get that. But the next step is to install the extruder. Same screws. Same screws, same nut. Let's see. See if we can just find them. You're gonna make me dig. Okay, those are the M4 hex nuts. M4x10. Well, I think that's it for the M4 hardware, or at least for the, wait. Huh. Did I do that wrong? Yeah. Please tell me I put the right screws in that previous step. In just a sec. Yeah, I think I was right. I think I did it right. I just got the wrong bag out just now. Yeah. Try that again. Okay. Try to find the right M4 hardware for this part. Well, let's see. M4 by 10. Yep. M4 by 10. 3 of each. Oh wait, no, not 3. I'm gonna slide that in there anyway. Nope. You know what? Let's not. I'll come back to it. Let's get to install the extruder. So it looks like we're going to go to the other side and put in 2 hex nuts and 2 of these guys. Okay. Maybe we can turn that on side. Nice. These guys in here. So. Table. And that. And this is the extruder I completed in the first stream of this. Let's go back to the instructions. I've already done this first part of preload. Refer the picture for installation spot. The bottom of the printed part should be 30 millimeters away from the extrusion end. Okay, so let's just take a look at this. Okay, so it will go with the gears facing up. Okay. And we'll see other pictures showing us. It's just showing us the assembly complete. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take this piece of filament out. And this is just going to line up with those 2 hex screws, or sorry, hex bolts, hex nuts rather. We'll make sure it's 30 millimeters away from the end, and we should be done with this part. Let's see, maybe I can do a little bit of line up here. Okay. That's extruded part complete. Yes, of course it is. The concern that I have is this end here doesn't look like it's finished. And then go back to the pictures. Maybe. Yeah, let's look at the pictures again. Let's take a look at this. And there's this. Let's take a look at the plastic part. It looks like the part that I would be concerned about. I think it's the part that they're actually showing right now is the extruded main body. Okay. Yeah, so this means this top right here that's just flattened off. That's what had me concerned, but it looks like that's the way it's designed, so I think we're fine. Let's just go back and finish nailing the extruder, and then we'll be done. Looks like I might have lost the hex nut here somewhere. There we are. It's a little tight because of that way that's designed, but I think we'll be good. Okay, engaged. And then we paste 30 mils. And let's do exactly everything quick. Maybe as close as we can. Light touch, light touch. Getting a little tired. Well, we've got time to wrap up anyway. Okay, 30.01, that's fine. And we'll tape. And just keep going. Gotta find a good spot. Like that. Tighten it down. Music. I think we're good. All right, that's it for the assembly. Nice. Like that, right there. All right, I think that's where we're going to leave it off. If you made it this far with me, I appreciate it. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Please subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I'll be doing more of the build until completion, so make sure to subscribe and get those notifications. Appreciate it. Have a good one.